Hi everyone, in this video we're going to take a closer look at how this beautiful little fox was brought to life. This one's a little bit different from my usual tutorials because it's tiny, just 11 centimeters high. If you're new here, I'm Lisa, I'm a mum, an artist, and I create real-time tutorials over on Patreon. You'll find the links to my website and Patreon down in the description, so let's dive in and explore this little fox in more detail. Since this fox is really small, all the details on the face are very tiny. I highly recommend using a sanding block to achieve sharp points on your pencil. This not only helps with precision, but also prevents wasting your pencils from constant sharpening. The sharp tips allow you to get really thin, small details in, which is where we're going to begin with this fox. Pencils I'm using are Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, and the paper is Strathmore Bristol Vellum. As they say, the eyes are the window to the soul, and that's where we're going to start. Make sure to get your really sharp tip and outline the eyes. Remember to start with a really light pressure in case you make a mistake, it will erase easier. There's a highlight in each of the pupils, so we're going to use the negative space method just to go around these to keep that white section nice and bright. Once you're happy with the shape, you can go in with the harder pressure and just darken these lines. And then we're going to do the same thing for the nose, outlining where you can see the darkest sections first. And when you're happy with the outline, you can go down with the harder pressure to make it a bit more saturated. Now we can go in with some of the dark Naples ochre and cadmium orange to put in some colours in the eye. I'm also adding a little bit of the light ultramarine into the nose and getting it that little bit darker. When working at a larger scale, we will probably go through with some base layers of a cold or warm grey, start to add little details with darker pencils, but because this is so small, we don't need to stress about all those little details that go into the eye. But what we do need to make sure is that we're leaving that highlight section nice and bright, so we're not doing any colour in that white highlight section. So when it comes to fur, what we're going to do is build up our colours from light to dark, making sure to erase the outline as you go. Starting with the warm grey one, dark Naples ochre, burnt sienna, we want to make sure that we're going in the direction of the fur and building up our layers really gradually with really light layers. In the full real-time tutorial, we also go over in more detail about how to put these fur strokes down. Gradually, we're also adding in some beige red in the orange tones to create a peachy effect. And gradually, we're working up to our darkest colours of the walnut brown and black, making sure to have really sharp points on your pencils for these darker colours. And when you're putting down your fur strokes, you just want to make sure that you're spacing them out apart from each other. So not doing really dark shading all together or really little lines all in one spot. You want to make sure that you're spreading them out just so you can see the white and the lighter colours coming through. So for the ears, what I'm doing is just outlining the black section, going through and starting to build up all the colours that we can see inside the ear. And then for the black section in the middle of the ear, we're using a really sharp black pencil just to gradually put that in. So what we're doing is putting the darker section in the middle, and then on the left hand side and the right hand side, we're flicking pencil strokes out into the ear on both sides so that it looks like that white and orange fur is overlapping the black section in the middle. But remember, if this is going a little bit too fast for you or you want to complete this in real time, this is a full real-time tutorial over on my Patreon. You get given the reference photo, the line art, the material list, everything you need to complete this one all by yourself. This sort of thing can be really tricky, but with the tutorials we really break it down to make it a lot easier to understand and for you to complete yourself. Again, make sure to use really sharp points on your pencil to put in the mouth. And what I'm doing is just going through and dotting little sections on the mouth. I'm not going through and putting a straight line because that will be too dark. Just really little dots to start with, and then just lightly push your pencil across the page to create a really thin line. You don't want it to be a really thick mouth. It might make him look too grumpy. And then we can start to outline the chin and get all of those little details in there. Don't worry about the whiskers for now. We're at the very end, we're going to put the whiskers in because we need to put the body in before we put any of the whiskers. So now we're going to get started with the white fur on the body. What I'm doing is just mapping out some of the darker sections with the warm grey 1, adding in some of the cold grey 3 where we can see the darkest patches, and then we can start to add in some of the beige red as under the chin it's a little bit of a warmer tone. There's a little bit of a shadow there. So adding in some of that pinky tone will help bring out those shadows. I'm also adding some really light bits of burnt ochre around the edges. Also tiny little bits in the white fur because there is some orange reflection in the white fur as well. The thing with white fur is just to build it up really lightly. You do want to work some colours into the white fur, especially some of the sky blue or the light ultramarine. Blue in white fur will make it seem a little bit lighter, and in some of the darker sections where the fur parts, we want to put some of the black. Remember, really sharp point, really little details in these bits. For the orange and brown fur all over the fox, we're going to go in and do the base layers. So we're working up from light to dark again. So the warm grey one as a base, starting to put in some of that dark Naples ochre, adding in some of the beige red to add that peachy tone, and then just start to gradually add in the darker colours like the burnt sienna, walnut brown, the black. On the front two legs of the fox, there are some little white dots in the fur. So what I did was use my embossing tool just to put in some little dots and lines, just so we can keep these nice and light when you're going over with your darker colours. But remember, with brown or orange fur, there are a lot of colours in there, so it does take quite a bit longer than it would with black or white fur. Make sure to build up your layers really lightly and gradually and just enjoy the process. And now it's time for the most satisfying part, but also probably the most stressful part, which is putting in the whiskers. Again, make sure to use that sandpaper sharpener, really nice sharp point, really softly putting in these lines. Don't go for one big thick stripe for each whisker. Do sort of little thin lines and build them up. So going over them 1 or 2 times. Make sure to keep resharpening your pencil just to make it nice and sharp. And just really lightly putting in these whiskers, getting them darker at the base and tapering them out at the end. Finally, it's time to take off the tape and call this one done. I really hope that you like this one, guys. Remember, I have over 70 different tutorials on my Patreon. Check the link in the description. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.